In this next bit of video, which is about our visit to the Yorkshire Sculpture Park, I do get a bit peeved, a little angry. That's not angry at art, that's angry at the things that surround art. Anyhow, the video's self-explanatory. This is just a warning that I do swear quite a lot. Yeah. So if you're going to be offended by my swearing, don't watch. Yeah, just don't watch. If you're likely to be offended. And you're likely to be offended. Okay. Warning done. Right. Roll the video in a bit. Yeah. Roll the video. Right, good morning or good afternoon now. We're on our way back from the Black Country Museum. We've stopped off at the Yorkshire Sculpture Park. And I don't understand art. A lot of it, I really don't. The thing behind it, I don't understand. It looks like something it's out of place to me. You could see it in a more urban environment, but in a park, I don't understand it. It's too industrial.
But the one over from that was stunning. You could see the skill and the workmanship in it, and someone really could. Them zodiac signs were lovely.
Yes, but again, I don't understand the message behind them. I don't understand the art. I've always had this problem even when I work in the gallery. It's an unpopular view of art, but I think there's a lot of pretentious bollocks in it, to be honest. And I don't think any public money should be going to fund it. But that's just me.
There's a nice head over there.
So we're going to have a wander around and a look. So far, and the map they give you at the beginning, not intuitive, not easy to use. You have to know the piece of art you're looking for, and then it'll tell you where it is. But if you were looking at the map, well, there's a piece of art here, what is it? You won't find it. Not without starting at piece number 1 and going through them all. But if you know the name of the artist and the name of the piece, then next to it is the location. But if you're standing at a location and you want to know, it's a long way of finding it. It's been designed by a lover of art, shall we say, for people that love art and are looking for particular pieces. That way you can find it. Again, it's middle class buggers trying to keep the rest of us out.
What I would say,
but wanting us to pay for it. Now I'm going to get on my high horse, sorry.
What I would say, it was £6 a ticket, and it's a lovely garden, and there's some gorgeous trees.
The grounds are magnificent, and some of the artwork's nice. I just don't understand it, and the interpretation is very
woolly.
It's not novice friendly. It's a type of thing artists do for other artists to make themselves sound clever, or it's written by people that pretend or do understand art but don't want the rest of us to understand it properly. Yeah, I always feel as though I shouldn't be here. When I go to art venues, I always feel as though I shouldn't be there, because I once heard an artist say about a piece of art, if people can't understand it, they shouldn't be looking at it. But they still want the tax dollars to pay for it. Twats. But that's just my view.
I like art.
Oh, so do I. I just don't understand a lot of it. Anyway, bye. On the way back, we called in at
The Yorkshire Sculpture Park.
Yorkshire Sculpture Park, mainly to stretch your legs and just have a break.
Actually, it was another place I'd wanted to go for
But
years.
Madam wanted to go and look at weird stuff in the field.
The grounds are beautiful.
Grounds are beautiful. It's obviously the type of grounds you got in the late early 1800s, where people that owned big houses started getting their land landscaped, shall we say. So it's a big park that you would find in any big house, really. Beautiful though. Really was a nice walk around the grounds. And through the grounds, the dotted sculpture from various artists from around the world. Some of it's alright, some of it makes you bloody angry. Or me.
Yes.
Artists make me angry, because I think they're just pretentious twats. However,
I look at art slightly different. I know that I'm not going to like all art. There was the Chinese zodiacs, was absolutely beautiful. I quite like the rabbit in half as well.
you see, that was one,
lady body.
Yeah, it's weird stuff, and I didn't shoot that much video of it because it was irritating me. It's not so much the artwork that irritates me. I can take that or leave it. I can look at it and just take it or leave it.
It's when he reads the blurbs of them. It's
the information panels that go with it. I know I shouldn't read them because they irritate me, but I read them and just get annoyed at the pretentious bollocks that's written on them that the artists come up with. And the reason for that is I used to work in a gallery, and I've worked with artists of various types and quality, and some of them just make shit up and lie about it. And one artist in particular, one artist in particular, when I asked him about his work, because I didn't quite understand it, and he waffled on for a bit, and I went, no, I'm still not getting it. I don't see what you're coming at. His reply to this was, if people can't understand art, they shouldn't be looking at it. He's a cunt. I hope he's dead. There you go.
You are nasty.
I am, you're right.
I work on the situation, I might not get it. I either like it or I don't. There was one which looked like a giant stone wall, dry stone wall. I think stone walls are beautiful anyhow.
Yeah.
But this, to me, wasn't art, and it especially wasn't the inside of the outside of the rock. It was
just big lumps of sandstone stacked into almost cubes, 3 of them, and it was to illustrate the inside of things as opposed to the outside of stuff. No, I didn't understand it. If you look at a pebble on the beach, it demonstrates what's inside, and I'm thinking, no, because there could be fossils inside that. You don't know. There could be nothing in it. Yeah. Right? The point is, until you crack it up, you don't know what's in it. So his theory that you can look at the outside of things and know what's inside it is absolute horseshit, in my view. Yes. However...
So you can imagine my visit was quite interesting with him like that.
No. There were some nice pieces, and there were some skillfully done pieces.
Oh, yes.
I've got a video. You'll see...
It will be part.
Yeah, I've shot some video of a face. When you first see the face, you see it from a distance across a lake. And it looked very intriguing and interesting, and it was striking. And as we walked towards it, because your angle changes, I said to you, didn't I? There's something wrong with that face. And when we got there, I found out exactly what, and you'll have seen it in the video. Yeah, that was clever. The way it was done, clever. And those metal boxes dotted through the woods, that was supposed to represent...
a prison.
Prisons, black sites from the CIA dotted around the world.
The best thing was, we actually looked at one. We'd looked at 2, and then we came across this other one, and it was like, please tell me that's a dustbin, not another piece of art.
Some of these containers are made of different materials, and there was one, and it looked like made of wooden pallets. And I was walking towards it and went, that better be a bin. If that's part of this exhibition, I'm just going to kick it to shit. That better be a bin. Fortunately, when we got there, there's a sign on the side of it that said it was a bin. A dog bin at that, and I thought, that's just as valid as some of those crates. But getting back to those prisons, the guy was saying, his blurb about freedom being a privilege, bollocks to that. Freedom's a right, but it's a right that... as I said to you at the time, needs to be paid for. It needs to be paid for in blood. And it's your blood or your enemy's blood, but blood has to be spilt for freedom. It's not right. You have to fight for it. You have to earn it, and you have to keep it, and you have to guard it. Bloody privilege, pretentious cunt. Sorry. As you can see, sculpture parks or art places are not for me because they irritate me. And it's not the artwork that irritates me, because some of it I can look at and I appreciate, and I think, yeah, that's all right.
Unfortunately for me, I actually like art. I actually did GCSE and A-level art, and I understand what he's on about the pretentiousness, because
I think if
the
you were allowed
teacher tried to get me to do that
to
type of thing, and
attack
I
the
couldn't.
artist with hammers, if you disagreed with them, I'd be happy. No, I'm being horrid there for the sake of being horrid.
Yes.
I don't understand what some of the artists are pretending to get at, and I think some of them are pretending that they're jumping on social bandwagons at the time to make money. Well, that's fair enough, they want to make money. I don't think the government or any taxpayers' money should be put into art whatsoever. Art preservation is a different thing. Art is... it's a byproduct of a stable society. If you've got a stable society, people have got time to do things, and they'll do art if that's their bag. I don't think the government should pay for it, though. I don't think any tax money should go into buying art or commissioning art. That's down to individuals to commission art. That's down to artists to create and then try and sell it on an open market.
I'll get him off his soapbox. Right.
Bastards.
So, all in all, we had a wonderful trip. But as you can tell, this trip was more aimed at things I like doing. So, I enjoyed my trip, even with Mr. Grumpy.
I wasn't being grumpy. I'm allowed an opinion.
Yes, you are.
Right? If they're allowed to create that stuff and spout drivel about it, that's up to them. I'm entitled to an opinion.
Yes,
an opinion.
I agree.
Right? Now, I can appreciate some of the skill that's gone into creating some of it, not all of it, because stacking rocks. There was somebody stacking rocks on the beach when we were up over near Maryport.
Yes.
No,
yes, from
Fair.
one of the other
Cumbria.
videos, it was where...
Yeah, somebody had taken the time to stack all those pebbles in a pleasing way to them. I didn't gainsay them. I was like, oh, that's all right, that, yeah.
That's pretty.
The beach art, I can live with that. It's temporary, it's come, it's gone. But if they wanted to charge somebody hundreds of thousands of pounds or thousands of pounds for that...
Actually, some of the prettiest things was actually nature. We came across a couple of... Were they...
Yeah, we'll have seen in the video.
Yeah.
Now,
so they were nice.
I'm going to have to cut this down because I've been ranting far too long.
Soapbox. Right.
Not fly. So overall, let's start again. Right. Deep breath. I can't remember. Overall, what did we think of accommodation?
Good.
Yes, more than acceptable.
Breakfast. Lovely.
Yeah, I'd get the breakfast, and it was good quality food as well. Bacon was nice. Sausages
it was nice
were nice.
And thick.
You only get one choice of egg, and that was scrambled. Yeah, you don't get a
two
choice
types
of
of
these
mushrooms.
things.
Two
It's
types
laid-
of sausages, though.
Yeah, there was one sausage and some vegan stuff, veggie stuff, which
Was very nice because I had
yeah,
it.
but there was only one sausage and some veggie stuff. Right, I'm getting off point again now. It's more of the breakfast laid out as a buffet. Help yourself to what's there. There isn't any special ordering. But it's well worth the £8 you pay for it.
£8.50, I think it was. £8.45.
Travelodge, yeah, great. Black Country Museum, brilliant. Loved that. Really was good. And the Yorkshire Sculpture Park, irritating. But a nice walk around. However, it is £12.
£6 per person.
£12.
Yes.
It was cost me £12 to walk around and be irritated. And the cost of things in the gift shop. Oh my God. Oh my, you think English Heritage rob people in the National Trust? Oh my God,
yes,
the Sculpture
I did.
Park.
I saw a little tiny, best way to describe it, a block of wood which had a stencil cut out of it and fixed onto the block of wood, and it was £55.
£55 for a block of shit. But there you go. I'm sorry, art irritates me. It's only worth what people are prepared to pay. Why people are prepared to pay that sort of money for crap is beyond me. I got an excellent piece of art of Chris.
Yes.
Right? A lovely little piece of artwork, my little mantis. Beautiful it is. There you go. That's the type of art I like. Something that's got form and function and quality and is the product of somebody's time and effort.
I like that art. I look at it every day.
Yes, but that's somebody's painted that, and you can see what it is. They haven't just thrown balloons of paint at something and gone, woohoo, there you go.
Yes.
That expresses the way I felt at the moment. Oh,
even I
it
don't.
symbolises
even I don't
how
get
a
mod.
dog takes a shit on a beach. I don't know. They just make this stuff up. See, I'm getting annoyed again. I don't know how people find art relaxing. It's not. It's irritating. On the whole.
Yeah.
Or rather, the art works themselves aren't irritating. They only become irritating when some pretentious twat, usually middle class, tries to explain it. And you go, no, you're making stuff up now.
I really shouldn't have took him there, should I?
I worked in an art gallery. Oh, good God. Right. I think that's it. I think we best sign off. We've had 12 days wandering about. And we've gone through the Dales, to Cumbria, to the Upper Tees.
We came home and did
down to
pots
Birmingham.
and the laundry and stuff like that for a couple of days. And I took my mum shopping and got caught
Well, that's
up.
not part of our break. That was just, we came back to do a bit of admin before we shot off to the museum for you. And the sculpture park. Don't ever take me back to the sculpture park unless I can take hammers. Some of them need rearranging. Right. You know this, all these eco-warrior types. The ones that have been gluing themselves to the doors and stuff like that. They should go to that sculpture park. Because all the world's resources that have gone into making all them have been a total waste. Damaging the environment for waste. Just no sense in it whatsoever. Yeah? Evil, them artists. Think of all the slave labour that have had to produce all those big blocks of stone and things for them. There's probably little children somewhere in the third world that are being beaten to make that art. Just a thought.
He doesn't get modern art. Well, either way, I enjoyed it and I don't care.
You know, we've been rambling and I'm going to have to chop this down by loads on the video. There's probably about 30 minutes worth of rant alone.
Yes, I agree.
Anyway, we've enjoyed ourselves.
And we're going back.
Where? Not the sculpture park, we're not.
I'll find somewhere else for the way back. Or I might take you to Dudley Zoo while we're there.
That's not breaking the journey on the way back, though, is it?
No.
That Bolsover Castle sounded quite nice. We drove past that on the motorway.
Well, we went when the kids were young, but it was raining, so we hid inside and the kids had a story.
So I need to go back.
I don't know.
Or we could go back through Sherwood Forest.
Yes.
Visit the big tree.
Yes.
I like trees.
Yes.
Make more sense than artists.
Well, I did.
There's a bit of art. We could hang artists from a tree.
I did give you the option of Sherwood Forest, and you told me it was nowhere near.
Yes. No, you gave me an option of Sherwood Forest with that look in your eye that said, "I really want to go to the sculpture park."
No, I just said Sherwood Forest first, and then we were like, "No, it's the way."
Everyone that's listening, that's married or in a long-term relationship, will know what I'm talking about when they say they give you an option, but they give you a look that tell you it's not really an option. The first option was the option.
No, the sculpture part was the second option.
No, yes, but it wasn't an option because the first option was the option. I could see it in your eyes.
No, because I didn't mention the sculpture park until
you
you said no to Sherwood Forest.
There's little clues. We know.
How would you know about the sculpture park until I actually told you about it?
It's self-preservation. It's like when we're not listening, but you're talking to us. Suddenly we know there's clues, there's keys of tone of voice that knows, and suddenly the warning bells go off like, I've missed something now. She's just asked a question and I wasn't listening.
You don't listen ever.
I know, but sometimes it's important not to listen in the right way. Right. That said, obviously this will be edited. You probably won't see any of this. Right, can we do this? The last bit once again. Last bit once again. We've got it, right? Whoop, like that, right? So, the Black Country Museum. Well worth a visit. And if you're going to go, Travelodge is worth the money you're going to pay for it. But it's dynamic pricing. So, before you're going to go, the week or so leading up to it, keep checking the pricing day by day. Interrupting.
You are better to look a month beforehand because it actually, we were going to go 3 nights and it went down to £83. And by the time we went, we had my son saying he could have the time off. It was up to 110 for 3 nights. So that's why we ditched the Wednesday night because that was really expensive, about £60 and we booked the other 2.
Which is what I was saying when I started talking about dynamic pricing.
Yeah, but it's a month before that it starts.
We'll start again.
Before a month, if you can book over a month in advance.
I want to get this over with. Right, we'll start again. I forgot what I was going to say. Right. Jesus, it's hard with you. It's hard on me for video. Oh, sorry, let's just end it. Dudley Zoo, worth a visit. No, we haven't been. Fucking hell, man, you're confusing me. The Black Country Museum, well worth a visit. It's okay to stay on. Check your pricing well before you go. Check it every day because it changes with demand. So does Premier Inn. So the more demand they've got for a particular day, the more expensive it gets.
Better be looking over a month beforehand.
And I was speaking to one of the receptionists in the Travelodge, and they were saying they're always busier on a weekend. Probably because people are going to the Black Country Museum and Dudley Zoo. During the week, it's quieter, therefore the prices are better.
Yeah, that's why we ended up with Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. Anyway, that's done. That's our adventure over for a bit. Back to work tomorrow. Yeah? Well, for me, you were already back at work. You've been slaving away in the kitchen all day. But that's it. Done. Bye. Oh, sorry. Ta-ra.
Goodbye.